We begin here at 11 o'clock with the late-breaking details on the pending end to the federal food benefits for so many. The president tonight saying he's good with figuring out a way to get emergency funding. Hello, everybody, and good to be with you here on the 15-minute edition of the WHAS 11 Night Team. I'm Doug Proffitt. As you know, the benefits end tomorrow on Saturday, and a federal judge late today ordering the immediate funding of the program. President Donald Trump posting this message here tonight. I have instructed our lawyers to ask the court to clarify how we can legally fund SNAP as soon as possible. Even if we get immediate guidance, it will unfortunately be delayed while states get the money out. That message just after 6 tonight from President Donald Trump, who is in Florida tonight at Mar-a-Lago. Now, many fast-moving parts to this developing story happening late today. In Kentucky at 5 o'clock tonight, Governor Andy Beshear declaring a state of emergency. He's sending $5 million from the state's budget reserves to supply Kentucky food banks.
So because of that, I am signing a statement of emergency today that will provide up to $5 million to our emergency management. Emergency management will then work with Feeding Kentucky and our food banks across our Commonwealth to increase the supply of food for those that need it.
You heard him reference it. The Feeding Kentucky network is actually 7 food banks across the state that provide food and groceries in all 120 counties. They then pass it right along to more than 900 partner food pantries across to Kentucky to get it into people's hands. Beshear at 5 also announcing that a federal judge ruled in favor of Kentucky and 24 other states, ordering the Trump administration to restore the SNAP benefits amid the government shutdown. And also right here tonight, JCPS is reminding families that all students in the school district still have access to free breakfast and lunch at school during this time. It's an important reminder. This program is not new, but it is now vitally important to some local families at this moment. JCPS's Community Eligibility Program is funded through the U.S. Department of Agriculture. It feeds lunch to about 80,000 students every day in Louisville. JCPS staff members saying it's preparing to feed more students when those SNAP benefits run out tomorrow.
We just want to reassure parents that currently we have federal funding through the end of November, so we will continue to provide breakfast and lunch at no charge to students at least through the month of November.
JCPS Nutrition Services saying there's 74 schools participating in an after-school enrichment program that also provides dinner for students. Also happening on this Friday, Kroger in Louisville stepping up with donating food. Jessica Sharp with the Kroger Company, you see here right here, came to the Bishop's Table in West Louisville this morning to tell everyone that extra groceries will now be donated to local food pantries. The Bishop's Table was founded by Bishop Dennis Lyons right there in 2020 to bring all members of the community together every Friday to tackle the top community problems. And so many amazing examples we saw just today. Really not surprising of you here in Kentuckiana, always stepping in to help others who really need it. A big effort also announced today, amazingly, called Hardship to Hope Food Relief Fund. Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Alyssa Newton show you how Metro United Way donated $500,000 just to get it started.
This level of need is bigger than any one organization.
That's why 4 Louisville organizations have joined forces.
So we really started talking internally on Monday afternoon once we saw what was in the forecast for this week.
After seeing poor predictions that the federal government will avoid pausing SNAP benefits Saturday, leaving about 60,000 families in Jefferson County in need, Metro United Way, Dare to Care, Louisville Urban League, and the Association of Community Ministries launched Hardship to Hope Food Relief Fund, giving a household $250 to $350 and a digital gift card for food, immediate cash.
We know that in this moment, as families go to bed tonight wondering how they will eat tomorrow, we each need to do our part to let them know there is hope and relief in sight.
A better outlook in the horizon, as a federal judge orders the Trump administration to use contingency funds for SNAP payments during the shutdown. This Louisville effort is to battle food insecurity.
This has been a challenge in our community where 1 in 7 individuals are experiencing food insecurity. And for our children, every 1 in 5 child is experiencing food insecurity. Behind those numbers are neighbors.
As organizations fear benefits will be delayed and possibly reduced, this fund is hopefully setting up the city's food insecure for a better forecast ahead. In Louisville, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
So at the moment, as we stand on this Friday night, the fund is prioritizing families and seniors, and you do have to have proof of being a SNAP recipient when applying. The applications, keep in mind, will open on Monday. Here at WHAS 11, we are strongly committed to getting you the best information to help others through this very stressful time. Our team put together an excellent guide on our website for you to help local food banks. Also text the words food pantry to the number on your screen. That's right, to WHAS 11. It's 502-582-7290. Text only. We will then send a fast link right to your cell phone. And now we do want to turn to some of the real fun on this night. It's the first Friday night Halloween in 11 years. And for the first time at Louisville's most popular Halloween street, you needed a free ticket to enter Hillcrest Avenue. So what's that all about and how did it go? WHAS 11 Night Team's Jose Alonso and photojournalist Levi Hammer have been in Crescent Hill for hours tonight. And Jose, it's been about 2 hours since they stopped giving out candy. But people just can't seem to get enough of those scary houses. And by the way, love your outfit on this Friday night.
Yeah, Doug, I mean, I'm a bear for tonight. I don't know if you can tell, but the vibes are still here. I mean, even as the darkness has fallen across Hillcrest Avenue, there's still several families out here that are checking out these really unique decorated houses, just like this one here behind me. I mean, check it out. We have skeletons that are dressed up like construction crews, skeletons looking like they're trying to put out a fire on that house. But this is nothing compared to much earlier where the street was blocked off and there's heavy foot traffic. And we spoke with families about how they felt about these new safety changes. Free tickets handed out, a first at this longtime Louisville Halloween tradition. A free event that requires a ticket?
I think it's a lot better just for the environment because it was so packed last year we couldn't hardly even move around, especially at night. I like that it started earlier too.
The Smith family from Jeffersontown spoke highly about the safety changes, like these road blockades that focus on kids like their daughter, Mari. For the first time in Hillcrest Avenue's Halloween history, the roads are completely blocked off from cars and traffic, all because they want to make sure that these trick-or-treaters have a safe and happy holiday. Other Louisvillians were also impressed with the plan to close traffic for 4 hours.
I think it's great. I don't have to worry about my kids getting hit by a car. I don't have to worry about how far they're going. It's a stress-free way to let them have fun.
I think Louisville police officers and the people of this neighborhood are doing a good job. In 40 years, it's changed a lot. I grew up around here.
This wouldn't be the place to trick-or-treat without the creative neighbors like Billy Jernigan, who put together a dead disco, Studio 54.
It's been going on since the 90s, and we are fortunate enough to live here. It actually started in the 300 block as a competition between neighbors, and it's kind of evolved throughout all the years to this.
Spooky decorations rattled the bones of some kids, but for these Teletubbies from Fern Creek, it's just a fun time.
I love it, especially for him. It reminds me of like how I used to do it. I love seeing everybody in their costumes. I love seeing the decorations. I love seeing the Halloween spirit that they all have.
So again, it's all wrapped up at 9 o'clock this night, and the street reopened at 9:30. So there are currently cars, you can kind of hear them in the background, still going very slowly across this road. So if you want to come out here and still see the decorations, you're encouraged to do so. Just stay cautious about the pedestrians. Reporting live in Louisville, Jose Alonso, WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
All right, Jose, you and Levi did a great job tonight. Jose Alonso, the friendly bear there along Crescent Hill tonight. Great coverage tonight. Now, one of Bernheim Forest's biggest annual events of the year is coming tomorrow and Sunday. We'll tell you about the celebration of fall and the fun you can expect.
And it was a dry and chilly Halloween across Kentucky, Anna. We are tracking some rain chances this weekend. I'll be timing those out coming up in our 7-day forecast. Here's a check of today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots. Mega Millions, $754 million. Powerball, $400 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, funding education.